Hello, everyone. This is Kanisha Grayson from The Art of Applying, and I'm really excited today to introduce you to my new friend, Raymar Hampshire. We actually met really recently through a mutual friend, and as soon as he told me about his business, I was just really excited, or his social enterprise, let's say. So I wanted to just ask Raymar a few questions today so that you can meet him and fall in love with his social enterprise like I did recently. So, hi, Raymar.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So
Great.
go ahead and just tell us about, your social enterprise is called Sponsor Change. So what is it?
First of all, thanks for having me on. This is a great opportunity. It's definitely been a pleasure meeting you. Sponsor Change in the purest form is really about helping individuals who want to give back to their community, helping them to get connected to nonprofit organizations and social enterprises to do skill-based work. And in exchange for that, we also allow them to raise funding for their student loans. So it's all about helping individuals who give back, pay back.
That's awesome. And it sounds like you've had to say that many, many times.
Absolutely. That's the 30-second elevator speech right there.
Excellent. Yeah. So like just to clarify for people, because I was just like blown away when I finally really understood, what you were saying is that like basically I think it's people in the U.S., right? I think it's right now you guys are just in the U.S.
Homegrown. We're focusing on the homegrown here.
Yeah, focusing on the home ground, and then we can expand into world domination. But anyway, so people in the U.S., you can basically find projects that nonprofits have that they need just kind of like a consultant for. And then you can kind of apply to be the person who does that project for them. And basically, in exchange for volunteering your time, you get paid money that goes straight to your student loans.
Absolutely. We allow individuals to crowdfund in a similar fashion to Kickstarter. So
Mm-hmm.
on Kickstarter, you can upload a project and you can raise money. We think that if you're giving back to your community and you're serving in the capacity of a consultant doing a skill-based project, we think that you should also be able to crowdfund resources to support what you're doing. So our whole thing is trying to remove some of the obstacles, the financial obstacles that stand in the way of individuals who want to volunteer and get involved in their community, but simply can't because they can't afford to give up that time. And so we're working with individuals who, are first generation college students, working with individuals who, have to go work 2 and 3 jobs. We're working with individuals who are currently unemployed.
Yep.
They're looking for work. People who are underemployed. Our whole thing is trying to mobilize people who have skills to organizations that need the skills. And like I said, if you can fundraise and you can raise money on Kickstarter, you should be able to fundraise and raise money for your service.
Yeah, and I remember when we talked yesterday, you were saying that a good comparison is the way people raise money, for marathons, or some guys raise money for Movember. So, in the same way, raise some money to work on a nonprofit project so that you can, I mean, this is amazing to me, basically be a volunteer consultant, and get paid. So as of now, I remember you were saying that each project is bounded to about 50 hours of work.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah. So that's great.
Yeah, I mean, we look at it as kind of a of a sort of a hyper AmeriCorps, right? So you may be familiar with AmeriCorps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of your customers may have been AmeriCorps members or Teach for America, and they're looking to apply for business school now and public policy school. But really, it's a condensed version of AmeriCorps. You think about the year commitment you have for AmeriCorps, you get a stipend along the way, and then you also get the educational award at the end of your term. What we're doing is we're condensing it and saying you don't have to commit a year.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of people can't. We're saying you just need to have 50 hours set aside, and you can work on a project of your choice, something that you're passionate about, something that connects with your skills, and you can do that. And you can do multiple events over the course of a year.
That's awesome. And this is really exciting to me and to share this with my community because I have a lot of consultants that, have these really great skills that they could really use to and apply those skills in the nonprofit sector. But I also have a lot of social entrepreneurs, people who have started nonprofits, people who have started for-profit social enterprises. So this would be a great resource for them to go ahead and become a partner of your organization, make their nonprofit one of the projects that can, be worked on by these smart people. So I think this is really cool for my community in all sorts of ways. And also for those of you who are unemployed, this is a great way for you to use a lot of that extra time you have right now and those skills you have to find a nonprofit and work on a project and a function that is very similar to the kind of job that you want. So that when you go on job interviews, you can say like, oh, actually, I've been working on this, 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 and this. So I don't know, this is just like a wonderful, wonderful thing for, my community at the Art of Applying. So, Raymar, what made you start Sponsor Change? How'd you get the idea?
So I was working in finance. I was in the financial services industry. I was a wealth manager working with high net worth clients. and at the time I was helping them set up, 529 accounts. 529 accounts are college savings plans. Mm-hmm. So I was doing a lot of that. I was doing a lot of financial literacy for students and low-income communities. So my passion has always been in finance, and I was just wondering, how can I use my passion for financial services to actually help people? It stemmed from my passion in financial services. It stemmed from my passion with technology, and also my passion for our demographic. I understand that our demographic, where a lot of us are crippled, and we're crippled by our financial debt, and we're not able to explore the things that we really want to do. We're not able to, we're putting off having families. We're putting off, buying our first home. We're putting off going back to graduate school. There's individuals who want to go back and get their MBA. They want to go back to, pursue a professional degree, but they have so much debt from undergrad that they can't do that. They want to volunteer, but they can't afford to work for free. And so my whole passion, it kind of came together, and I was like, wow, what if we created a marketplace where people can explore their passion and be rewarded for it? That's simple.
I love it. I love it. So how can my people get involved with Sponsor Change?
Well, we're gonna do this. I'm announcing this today. So Art of Applying, we're gonna be reaching out to our audience and letting them know about Art of Applying. Because we want our audience at Sponsor Change to know about, tips and coaching on how to actually, fill out applications, how to put yourself in a position where you can be competitive, for admissions to MBA and policy schools. So that's number one.
Thank you. I'm delighted.
Number two, what we want to do is we're having a pilot program coming up at the end of February. So we're going to be releasing a private beta. And so I'm releasing it to a select number of people, and I want to release this to your customers that are applying.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And so if they're interested in being a part of Sponsor Change, quick email to info@sponsorchange.org. That's info@sponsorchange.org, and just put Art of Applying in the subject line, and then that'll let us know that they're part of your group, and we'll put them in the private beta.
Awesome.
The other thing is, if you want to have more information about Sponsor Change, just go to www.sponsorchange.org. If you're really feeling lucky, you can go out and type in Sponsor Change into Google and just see what pops up. We've been featured in CNN, Black Enterprise. We've been in Newsweek, Business Week. So there's a lot of coverage for our organization.
That is outstanding and phenomenal. This has been a great short chat with you, Raymar, and I'm so glad that we met. And I think we're going to partner and collaborate a lot in the future. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Ditto. All right.